All right, guys, what's up? All right, so I am just testing um, all the settings right now. So if you guys are here right now, just bear with me. We're going to go live with Ricardo in about 10 minutes, but you guys can ask any questions in the chat if you want while I'm here. Um, and I'm excited. Happy New Year's, motherfuckers! um, Let's see. Ooh, this webcam has a little filter. My skin is not this nice. Now let's turn off. I want you guys to see me, the real Andrew. Okay. Um, can you guys, if anybody's in here, can you guys please let me know if you can hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up in the chat or just say I can hear you? Can you guys hear me? Let's see. All right. Where is... You guys said loud and clear. You're almost ready in 8 minutes. Let me get Ricardo. Guys, thanks for tuning in on New Year's. I know you guys probably could be doing something more awesome than watching me, but we're going to interview the Godfather of junk removal. I'm really excited. But if you have any questions in the next few minutes while I'm just kind of getting ready, and just ask away. Otherwise, you can mute me for the next 8 minutes. But yeah, you guys want to see something cool though? Check this out. Want to see where I'm at? Only the early birds can see this. Check it out. Bedrooms are occupied by my kids and me, so I don't have an office, so I have it in my cloffice. But if you know what this is, you're cool. It's my favorite. But I'm gonna put the virtual background back. Or should I do this background? I'll do this background right here. Just okay. So Ricardo should be here in T-minus 7 minutes. But yeah, guys, I hope everybody had an awesome New Year's. I didn't go out. I like going into the new year with a completely clear mind. And I just don't like to wake up hungover at all, really. So, especially on New Year's, I know most people probably do, but for me, it's just I like to go in prepared and ready to take on the new year. So I did jack shit last night. I just worked, chilled in bed. We did go get Sizzler. I love me some Sizzler. I remember when I was a little kid, I used to think Sizzler was like the most fancy restaurant when my mom would take me there. Um, like I thought Sizzlers was the shit. But it is still the shit. It's an interesting experience. You pay, at least out here, you pay ahead of time. You pay first. I always get the steak. I upgrade it to the ribeye, the steak and lobster, my favorites. But I love me some Sizzler. I know, right? My fireplace right here. RL. There we go. Let me get the invite link for Ricardo. I hope everybody. Okay, we got 13. Okay, guys, I'm really excited. Honestly, guys, I'm really excited to interview him. I've been on his channel, but I'm excited to interview him because we have become close friends. I'd like to, not close friends. We've only met once, but we talk all the time. I'm going to be speaking at his event in March, and I'm going to be hanging out with him. And he's the OG. There's two people that you really come across in the junk removal industry like pretty fast. You see Steve Conroy, you see Sonoma, but like the two people that stand out the most for me was in the beginning was Sonoma Strong. They popped up everywhere, and then Ricardo with JunkGuys. and him and I have such polar opposite views on stuff. So it's going to be interesting. I'm excited. Oh, let me pull this up. Let me try this. Nice, Matt. Yeah, same. So I can't say same, but maybe 2 times. I keep it for maybe three. But yeah, I try to keep I limit. You can't. It's hard to really succeed like next level succeed if you're out every weekend or even more, like even less once a month. It's really hard. Unless you're just like you're a guy who can just have a casual beer or whatever. I mean, that doesn't affect you too much. But I like to drink. I like to have a few, and I get a hangover, so I try to avoid it completely. Uh, I thought they all shut down years ago. I don't know what you're referring to. Sizzler is the bomb. Yes, it is. Um, Sizzler is surprisingly good. It's definitely not like a fucking $100 steakhouse, but it is definitely worth the $20. With the upgrade to the ribeye, a nice size ribeye, a piece of a giant fucking lobster tail. I got the loaded baked potato. I think the whole thing was like $40 with lobster and an upgraded fucking fatty ribeye. So good. Yep. 12-year-old birthday spot. Yeah, that's exactly it, man. I remember going there when I was a kid, and then I used to think that was so fancy. Yeah, guys, Ricardo hopefully he shows up on time. T minus. But yeah, guys, I got some big plans, guys, for 24. I have a lot of news. I have some seriously big news, that 2 big banger videos I have coming out this week. And we're going to talk about the Junk Removal live event. I also have a video coming on that dedicated strictly to the live event, so you guys can understand, because there's a live virtual event on YouTube, and then there's going to be an in-person event. So I'm going to break that down so you guys can understand. I'm giving away a $10,000 dump trailer. Yes, giving away, raffling off live a dump trailer, and I will drive it out to you. Or if you're in the area, you can come pick it up. Whatever, we'll figure it out. What's up, Tyler the Gamer, new viewer? Thank you for coming. Thank you for consuming my content. And yeah, man, I want to start a junk removal. How to start one in 2024. I've got plenty of videos on it, man. So check it out. But you guys can ask questions when I'm going back and forth with Ricardo. So if you guys have any questions while I'm talking to Ricardo, please ask questions. Any questions you have for me, any questions you have for him. So if you're on the East Coast and you happen to win, RL, I would drive it to you because I don't mind a little vacation and a little road trip. So don't worry about that. If anybody on the East Coast wins the dump trailer, me and my lady will drive. We'll use that as an excuse. We'll probably, make a couple stops. We'll make it a 5-day, 6-day trip or something, get a little vacation, and also bring the winner a $10,000 dump trailer. So I'm really excited, and the whole reason for the raffle and this junk removal event is not only to give to you guys, but we all know for the entire year of my YouTube journey, I've been announcing in every video I'm building software. There's been a long-term plan here, and this is what I'm really excited to talk about. And I have some really big news about my junk removal company. A lot of stuff is going to be announced. Fuck, guys, I have a lot of stuff coming in February at that event. A lot of stuff. Okay, Ricardo is now asking for the link. Hold on 1 second. Let me send the link to him. JunkGuys. JunkGuys. DFW@gmail. Stream link. Get your booty on the floor. Hey, can you guys tell me if you? I'm gonna put on some Spotify music real quick. Tell me if you guys can hear this. You guys hear that? Yeah, you can hear it. Cool. So if I ever want to put some jam out music and drive you guys crazy with some annoying house, I can. What up, NoCo Silver? What up? We are doing great. Let's see. All around junk removal. We're doing great. We booked this week. I started with no courses or Google. We just keep growing. That's what I like to hear, man. That means you're working hard. I love it. Bring your kids Disney World. Absolutely. Actually, it's funny you say that. That is my goal this year, is to take my 9-year-old daughter to oh, 1 second. How do I okay, I don't know how to do this. I'm new to this StreamYard. Hey, what's up, man? Okay, hold on. I think we're live right now. 1 second. Don't say anything. I wanted to. Okay, yeah, we are live. Okay, so before you say anything, Ricardo, let's give it a few minutes for people to pile in. Can you hear me, Ricardo? Say something so I know your mic's working. Okay, either you're joking or I can't hear you. Oh, okay. What's up? Okay,
I haven't come up here like the Godfather with the hoodie.
The Godfather of junk removal. So let me make an announcement in my Discord one more time. We are live, everyone.
Is anybody in here right now?
Yeah, we got 23, but we'll get a lot of views in the future too. My videos usually hit 1,000 views, so we'll get you some views. And we're not going to get the Sonoma strong where you broke the record of over 100 people. Okay.
We never know. We never know.
Hey guys, also, I would love for you guys to share this on your Facebook, please. Let's try to break some records here because this is going to be an awesome video. I got some good questions and I'm prepared to ask I would like to say my friend now. Ricardo might just be considered a friend now.
We're like this, but now we're like this.
We're almost here. Once I get to Texas, we're going to be like this.
And then one day we'll be doing this.
Yeah, we're going to be like this in March. That's right.
There you go.
RL, I definitely plan on bringing my kids to Disney. Two things I want to hear Ricardo talk about. Fleet. Okay, cool. I will bring these. We'll get to these questions soon. Ricardo can answer these questions, but for now, I want to intro him in just a few minutes. Let's give it a couple more minutes. We got almost 30 people in here now.
Wow. Let's keep on growing that.
Considering it's New Year's. People might be out partying, celebrating dinner with family.
I'm gonna go on my Facebook right now and I'm gonna tell people, because I didn't even tell nobody that I was going on your channel, because I was so busy doing absolutely nothing.
The Godfather. I love it. Guys, I have a cool intro that I prepared for Ricardo.
Well, I'm ready for that.
And I have some questions that I want to ask him that I have written down too. But we're basically just going to freestyle, guys, here. It's a conversation. If you guys have questions for Ricardo or me, please just ask in the chat, and I will highlight the question. We'll answer it.
Let's wait until you get more people, and then we're good. Because I'm sending them over to my.
Yeah, we'll wait till 4:06. 2 more minutes.
Okay.
Give 2 more minutes for people to get in. And oh shit! Oh, that's probably my son just hitting the doorbell. I was like, "Who the hell is he?" We got 34. Oh, let's go, boy! Let's go!
Let's nose. Okay.
Going live with Ricardo in T-minus 60 seconds.
Man, I am not prepared for this, man. I'm nervous. I had some frijoles earlier, and I don't know if I can do that.
You had some what?
What?
What'd you say you had?
Nothing.
Some frijoles.
Some frijoles.
Frijoles. Tyler has a good question we'll answer later too. Tyler the Gamer. Just make sure you're not playing games all day, every day. You can play games at night when you're done. But if you're going to succeed, no games during the day. But we'll answer your branding question later. All right.
And what are we live on, bro? What are we live on?
YouTube. Good old YouTube.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, dude, it's streaming live right now on my YouTube.
Oh, I had no too. Your channel. What's the name of your channel, bro?
I hope we don't get feedback from my mic. Are you guys getting feedback from my mic? Let me know. Can you say in the chat, do you hear any feedback from Ricardo or me, or does it sound okay? What did you say, Ricardo?
YouTube channel, bro. Send me, email me your YouTube channel really fast. Email it to me.
Okay.
I got an idea really fast. You can get this a little bigger.
Let's pull up my email.
Mm-hmm.
Sending you the link to the video, and it is
We would have been
sent.
better prepared.
Sent.
I'm getting a little feedback from you.
You are. It's because my mic.
So not a lot.
Let me get my head. I'm gonna actually get my headphones. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me. And then we won't get any feedback.
Did you text me that or did you email me, bro? Oh, there it is.
Yo, say something.
Did you text? Okay, I see it here. I'm getting it right now. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Trying to get my.
Working on it. Ooh, boom.
We're almost there, guys. Where is my? There. Why is my headphones not showing up? Whatever. Okay, we're at 38. So let's okay, we're at 406. So let me pull the microphone further away from the speaker. Okay. So Ricardo is wild, Troll Hunter says.
Whoa. Who's a troll hunter? Me?
Right here. Troll Hunter says Ricardo's wild. Paxton, what's up? Troll Hunter. Halo, I'm
What's
here,
up,
bro.
man?
I'm a team player. So where do I go to get you to break records? Thank you, Halo. Too much feedback. Did I fix the feedback? It should be better now.
I'm working on this right now.
Is the feedback better, guys?
I don't get it on my end anymore. I was getting it a while ago, but not
fixed
anymore.
it. All right, guys. What's up, Dominique? Thank you for joining. Okay, hey, we're at 41. So I hope this is going to be this. Not I hope this is going to be an awesome Halo. Yes to I did fix it. So yes, the feedback is better. Feedback better. Can you guys say something like it's all good? Thumbs up. Can you guys let me know that everything's good?
I'm working on it.
Yes, Andrew, feedback is gone.
Now
Or
it's feeding
Andrew,
now.
audio is shit. Please say something. What's up? We haul junk for less.
We have just less. What's up,
Brady
bro?
Wilder, Dominique, Troll
What's up?
Hunter, Paxton. All right,
What's up?
guys. All right, Ricardo. Here comes your intro. All right, everybody. Today we have here Ricardo. Ricardo with JunkGuys DFW. Okay.
That's my
Ricardo
name.
has an impressive story. Okay. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready? He's been in business for 16. I want to say 16 years. You can correct me after this if you want. And I want to say probably one of the first people on YouTube to talk about junk removal for nearly 13 years and has been posting content for 13 years. He's coming up close to 19,000 subscribers and he has over 4,000 videos. Over 4,000 on YouTube. One of the most consistent people I know, posts every day. And one of the most impressive things about Ricardo is he's never paid for leads, ever. A master of SEO, and a fun fact, runs a successful Halloween haunted house out of a junkyard with the junk that he saves over the year, and he runs a junk removal Halloween junkyard that makes him serious cash. He also spoke to junk con 200, 300, I don't know how many people, which is where I originally met him, and we've been friends ever since. So, Ricardo, my man, how you doing today?
I'm here, brother. How are you? I'm.
Like my little intro? Hey, guys.
Yeah, I love the intro. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I just want to say hi. Thank you for all the people listening right now. But I'm going to be honest with you. I expect a lot more people to sign up pretty soon to come and hear you, because I think you're the future of junk removal. You're the future of most of this young crowd. I'm older than most of everybody starting junk removal businesses right now. So I hope that any help that I can, I'm here. We're getting a little crazy feedback. Brandy Wilder.
I'm not. Hold on. Let me listen. I'm going to mute my mic for 1 second.
Okay, go ahead. Help yourself, man. Help yourself. Take your time. I'm just sharing this. I'm sharing it right now with the whole world. Copy. I actually got tired swinging like that. I got tired.
Yeah, I think the feedback might be coming from your side, but anyways, let's just it doesn't need to be perfect.
How?
I don't know. Or maybe it is coming from my side. You know what? I'm just gonna get on my whatever. So let's just jump in. It's fine. Hey guys, is it good enough to continue at least? Can we continue? Like, I know there's a little bit of feedback, but it's not too bad, right? Because I don't want to sit here for 10 minutes trying to figure out whose mic.
If it's really bad, we got to take it off because you know.
Troll just says, yeah, it's a bit funky, but it's okay. Okay, cool. So anyways, they say continue, so we're good to go. Let's rock and roll.
Okay.
So guys, anyways, that is Ricardo. Impressive story. I'm ready to ask him some questions that I've been dying to ask. But yeah, Ricardo. Anyways, how are you doing today?
I'm good, brother. Just finished eating, came home with the wifey, and I'm ready. Like I said, man, I got to get ready for this interview. You know what I mean? For this little chat. Not interview, like I'm going for a job.
And guys, also bear with me. Ask questions, please, because I'm not a professional interviewer. If you have questions, go ahead and ask. But yeah, so guys, one thing I want you to know about Ricardo and I is what's going to make this interview interesting, and the questions that I'm going to ask and the answers that he's going to have is that Ricardo and I have pretty polar opposite views on a lot of things, which is what's going to make this interesting. But we're still friends. We don't fight it out. You know, we have different opinions on things, and we're going to get into that because I remember, Ricardo, I want to tell a story real quick before we get into it. I want to talk about
Troll. Oh, 1 second, Jedi. Troll Hunter, can you hear us better, or was it before? Because now
he says it's okay now.
Now it's okay, or like
everybody says go ahead and continue. It's not that bad in my opinion. Let's go. Yes, good. Yes.
Okay, cool. We're good.
EK junk calling said it's me, so I will try to figure that out while we're rocking and rolling.
So it wasn't guys, I was talking, was it? I'm just trying to figure that out.
Ricardo, I remember, I'm going to tell a story, then we'll jump into the questions. I remember when I was first starting 2 years ago, guys. 2 years ago, 2 years and 4 months, I came across Sonoma Strong, Ricardo, and Ricardo had videos everywhere. You can't miss him, right? He's got 4,000 videos all over. And I remember coming across a video of you, Ricardo, which is what inspired me. There's 2 videos, so I want to talk about one of them. One of them was a homeless guy. You record everything. A homeless guy was crossing in the middle of a highway. Cars are going 50, 60 miles an hour, and you just stop. And this homeless guy, and you're just laughing, having a talk with him while all the other cars are going around, and you're just sitting there having like a fun time with this homeless guy who's literally about to die. And you know what video I'm talking about?
Yeah, heck yeah, I do.
So anyways, I saw that video. Then I came across another video where there was just like this girl, you're removing her sectional, and you kept coming into people's houses with your camera and filming them. And I remember I was like, damn, I want to film content for my YouTube channel. And if you remember, I messaged you 2 years ago,
right
before JunkCon, and you're like, yeah, call me. And you just gave me your phone number, and I called you immediately. And I was like, dude, how do you get clients' permissions? How do you have the balls to do it? Like, aren't the clients going to say something weird about you filming them? And I remember you gave me that little boost of confidence. But it was that homeless video that I was like, this guy is talking about homeless video. That I was like, you're getting upset that this dude was literally just in the middle of traffic. Everybody else is pissed off trying to go to different lanes, go around you. You're just sitting there having a conversation with him, laughing. But anyways, not laughing that he's a poor homeless guy, but laughing at the situation.
I was laughing at both situations.
I like that personality, that side of you. So that's what inspired me to like call and get to know you, because it was funny. You guys would have to see the video, but it was kind of interesting. So I even told you back then that I was a software engineer. You remember? And I was like,
I do. I remember the whole conversation. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember. And
this was all before JunkCon. So I just wanted to put that out there so everybody knows. I talked to Ricardo over 2 years ago when I first was getting started. So I was like a little baby, and I was like trying to figure this business out.
What you were like a little cub that you find in the Himalayan mountains, you know? And that little cub, I have to put you underneath my arm and you know, like hold you and cuddle you and, you know, cradle you like a little cub bear, you know what I mean? And when I saw you on JunkCon, you were very cool, man. You were very cool. I said, this guy's like me. We're just silly, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I remember us dancing. You got up there and started dancing at JunkCon first. And I said, I'm not going to let Andrew show me up. So me and my wife got up there and we started doing a little shaky shake, you know what I mean?
I remember it was you, your wife, me, my wife. There was hundreds of people there.
Nobody else was
the only
dancing.
ones dancing, and then JoJo, but no Matt, just JoJo.
I don't remember that. I don't remember seeing her. That was weird. I don't remember seeing her there.
I've got the video clips. I'll send it. Yeah, man. So thank you for coming. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for the invite. Appreciate it.
We got 44 live viewers. I'm not big time yet, but we'll get some views after this. But we have 44 live. And anyways, guys, that is how I met Ricardo. Let's just jump into some of the questions and just kind of freestyle from there. But how long have you been in junk removal? Did I get the number correct?
So I've been doing junk removal. So in September of this year, 2023, last year, which is this past year. Anyway, I've been doing this 16 years, and it went by so fast, dude. It went by so fast because I still consider myself, young, I guess, when doing junk removal. So I still consider my 24-year-old doing this crap, But I've been doing this 16 years. I've been on YouTube for about 12 of them. About 12 years. So if you can see videos of me back in the day, and I was even fatter back in the day, and I was skinnier. And then I got fat, and then now I'm to this weight, and I've been here for a long time. So yeah. So about 16 years I've been doing it, brother.
And then you said YouTube, how long? 13 years?
12 years. I think 12 years
12
now.
years? Wow.
So I have videos all the way back, and I didn't know, so a question that I get asked a lot is like, how do you, video people all the time and stuff? And when I first started doing videos, I was just doing them because I thought it was fun to do them for myself. That's really when I started doing videos. I just thought, hey man, this is cool. I'll start knocking out some videos, and then I just threw them on YouTube and stuff. And I threw them on YouTube for 4 or 5 years and never got any traction or nothing. And then all of a sudden people started calling me. And then, that was really it. People started calling me, and I started giving advice about how I grow my business and stuff. That's really it.
Was there anybody on YouTube posting about junk removal when you started?
Yeah, there was Tim the Psycho, Tim from Las Vegas, the Psycho, crazy dude. Yeah, guys, that dude, Tim Doss. I think his name was Tim Doss.
Yeah, I don't know it's Tim, but so there was one other person.
One other person. He was there before me. He had more subscribers than me. I think he had 10,000 at the time, and I went right by him. You know what I mean? I went right by him really quick, but I just remember Sonoma, Matt and JoJo, they were behind me for a long time, and then they passed me up, and we just do two different kinds of shows. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. They've got that cute, relatable couple thing. Yeah. And
it's just me. It's just me. That's all that I do. I show what I do on a daily basis, and I don't, and this is nothing against JoJo or Matt and stuff, because I actually watch their content sometimes. But it was just a thing where they have one show, I have another show. I like to just be bullshitting with my people, my subscribers and stuff. And they seem they just do on the, they have a relationship together. So always together, you know what I mean? And I'm by myself. So I have to make up my own crap. You know what I mean?
Yep. And it's just, they also have that. It's cute. It's relatable. It's kind of like, ooh, I want to, and it's cool. That's what it kind of it's inspired me. My girl was on the truck with me for the first, for the first 3 months. That was crazy. We'll get into that later. But so there was only one other person posting. So technically, really, I don't even know who that guy is, and I've never even heard of him, and he's probably not posting about it anymore.
Oh no,
so
he hasn't been.
Honestly, it sounds like you were one of the, if not the first, besides. Because I don't even know who that guy is.
Yeah.
But how long? So here's my question: is what were you doing before junk removal? I don't think anybody knows. I honestly, I don't think I've seen hundreds of your videos, and I don't know anything about Ricardo.
Yeah.
Prior to 16 years.
So I was doing real estate, and I also owned 5 shoe stores in the Metroplex. And we had those shoe stores, and during the economics collapse back in the day, we had a really serious recession, and retail was really tough, and it gave me an opportunity to get out of the business at the time and just fall on real estate. And then I fell on real estate, and I just remember one of the people's houses that I went to asked me to clean out their house because we were going to put it on the market. I cleaned it out. And they paid me a good amount of money. And I said, man, these people are making more money than me in real estate. I said, I guess it's a trash removal company. I snuck around, started posting on Craigslist, really. So I started posting on Craigslist like, hey, I pick up trash. I didn't know what I was doing. And then people actually started calling me. Can you believe that? People started calling me that I was picking up trash, and they would call me over to their house, and I would pick up trash and charge $250, $300, and I was making money off of it. It was crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
You owned 5 shoe stores?
I owned 5 shoe stores. Like they were hip hop, more like urban Air Force Ones, Jordans, and stuff like that. I had it for 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's you never would have known that you were a shoe store owner. And guys, I do see your questions. We're gonna knock through a few of questions with Ricardo, and then we'll go through your guys' questions. So just keep asking. But holy crap, shoe stores, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So what was junk removal like 16 years ago? Like how much,
well, 16 years
how
ago,
different was it?
there wasn't a lot of competition. There was just, and you know what's weird about it? Business is better now than it was 5 years ago. And then the business is better now than it was 10 years ago. Business is better now than there is 15 years ago. So the whole something that I learned, I want everybody to listen to this one. You know, we haul junk for less, Brandy Wilder, Troll Hunter. Everybody that's in here, I want y'all to understand something, that there was not a lot of competition. Because there was no business. The business of junk removal didn't exist. That name junk removal did not exist. Does that make sense? So everybody knows what plumbers and carpenters and roofers do, but that business name, that service did not exist back in the day. So people would just take their shit to the landfill. And it took us to grow and expand this business, and me posting on Craigslist and posting on Facebook and especially YouTube to make the business grow larger and larger and larger. So I was making more money. I'm making way more money now than I was back in the day doing junk removal. But again, it was a business where I just remember, I'll make the story short, but I remember doing one job a week, and it went from one job to 3 jobs a week. And then from 3 jobs to about 5 jobs a week. And then it was really weird. I just remember this is really weird. It jumped from 5 jobs a week to 3 a day, like this. I remember that like it was yesterday. And I was like, I got 5 jobs to do. And it took like 3 or 4 years for that to happen. And I'm like, I got 5 jobs today. I got all excited. And there I am making my first $800, my first $1,000, my first $1,500. And as the 10 years rolled around, like 10 years, that's when I started seeing other people jumping in the market. You know, at 10 years, I started seeing other people in the market. But my business is always thriving. That's the thing about it. It's like never slows down. But I will tell you something about my business. My business always is like this. Like this. It goes in a straight line. It never goes. And it never goes like this. So my business is always in a straight line. I'm always constantly getting jobs. I'm always constantly busy. I'm never slowing down, and I'm never getting any busier than I am.
Do you think maybe even though there's more competition, because you said you're busier now than you were 5 and 10 years ago, do you think that because even though there's way more competition, do you think it's because more people are learning about junk removal? So you're just naturally growing with people learning about this luxury service technically, right?
Yeah, and that's exactly why I try to tell people to start junk removal business, because here's what people don't understand. And I want you to think about this, guys. As many businesses that start up, there are more businesses failing. If 30 businesses start up, 40 fail. It's weird because y'all never think about what I'm saying. So imagine how many junk removal service people start junk removal and then fail. Because I could tell you something. I had a junk summit about 3 years ago during the COVID. I only had like 12 people show up to it. It was just this really small summit. It was local people. And out of those 12, 8 of them are already gone. I've never heard of them again. So think about that.
You know what? That's actually a really good point that I didn't. Everybody knows that 90% of that's actually a common statistic that you can Google and find anywhere, is that 90% of businesses fail within the first 3 years, 95% fail within the first 5. Yeah. So that's actually a really good point that I never thought about, is yes, there might be 100 people this year starting, but 100, give or take, less or more, fail at the same time. So
exactly,
eventually it's going to level itself out.
Yeah.
And then obviously the more businesses that come in to this industry, they're letting more people know, like more customers find out about. Because I would say, what would be your guess out of the 300 million, let's just call it out of the 330 million Americans, 100 million adults, out of the 100 million adults in America,
100 million.
how many do you think are actually like, oh, I can hire a junk removal company? How many do you actually think know that?
Let's do a statistic, a smaller statistic.
Just off the top of your head.
Let's do 1,000 people. Okay. If there was 1,000 people in a room and I said, everybody raise your hands if you've ever heard of the word carpenter. Out of those 1,000 people in that room, 1,000 will hold up their hands. Okay. If I say junk removal, I'm going to tell you about 40 to 30% of those people will have their hands up. 70 to 60 won't even know who we are. And that's just a true statement. That's just a true statement. Think about what I just said. Okay. If I say, hey, everybody hold your hands if you've ever heard of a roofer, 1,000 out of 1,000 people will hold their hands up. If I say, hey, hold your hands up if you know there's a bulk trash removal companies that would do this for you.
And that's kind of, I agree with you, because if I was just at Whole Foods, whatever, and I just screamed out to everybody, hey, who knows what junk removal is? I could guarantee you at max 50% would raise their hand, which is that should actually be crazy inspiring to a lot of people. 100.
It should be at 100. Everybody knows what a plumber does.
So over time, in the next 10 years, he has to survive the competition.
Yeah.
You're going to reap the rewards of more people eventually learning about junk removal and, of course, getting more business. But before I dive into my questions, we're stacking up some questions, Ricardo. You want to?
Yeah, let's
start. Let's just go through some of these questions.
Which one?
We got this one. Tyler the Gamer says, how do you brand and name your junk removal business?
Easy.
Ricardo, you want to take that one?
I always tell people this. Yeah. I thought they were for me anyway. Easy. I always brand it to the location. It's common sense what to do on something like that. My shoe stores used to be called Discount Shoes. That's what my store was called back in the hood. Discount. Why? Because they were discounted. I always sold them really cheap. If you're going to open a junk removal service and you're in Florida and you were in the Everglades area, I'd probably call it something like JunkGuys Everglades.com. Really easy, basic, but you know that you're going to get all the surrounding buildings. If I say something like JunkGuys Palm Trees, well, hell, I could be anywhere. I can be in Cancun. I could be in Mexico. I can be in Florida. I can be anywhere where there's palm trees, LA. You see what I mean? So I'm not really designating that area. So I would always name my business after the city that I'm in. That's my personal opinion. Plus, it helps out with Google, and really everybody wants to be on Google's lap. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And brand yourself and name your junk removal. I guess brand would be just a snappy logo or something like that. I think my logo used to be shit. I forgot it. Never mind. Anyway, for a second try. And are you ready?
Second question from Brandy Wilder. By the way, Troll Gamer, Tyler the Gamer, I think. Thank you for your question. Brandy Wilder asks, sorry, my mic was muted. Thank you for the question, Tyler the Gamer. Brandy Wilder asks, when do you know you are ready for a second truck or dumpster? Now, Ricardo, I have because I actually hired employees. I know you might have a different answer than me, so maybe this is a good one for both of us to answer. Why don't you start with your answer, then I'll answer as well.
When you know you're ready for a second truck or dumpster, that's a great question. First of all, let's just go with the truck. Dumpster, I think the dumpster business is a dead business unless you have 100 plus dumpsters or 50 plus dumpsters. I have friends that are in the dumpster business. They even tell me the same damn thing. When do you know you're ready for a second truck? Easy. When you're driving and your truck starts acting really shitty, you know you need a second truck to back up. Okay, now I have 5 trucks and I'm number 1 employee. Okay, now I rotate all my trucks, so all my trucks are under like 120,000 miles, and they're all diesels, big trucks. I don't buy the little F-150s, F-250s. I buy the big boys. But when you're ready for a second truck is when the phone won't stop ringing and you know you're working hard. If you have 5 to 10 jobs on the schedule, then you're ready because you're hustling that truck all over the Metroplex, So always recommend to have a backup truck. I hope that answered the question. I hope it answered the question because it's more of a open all question, you know?
Yeah. And Ricardo, actually, I was going to say the same thing. There's two ways to approach this question. Do you have a shitty truck and you need to have a backup? Get a second truck immediately, because you're going to punch yourself in the face if you have big jobs lined up and your truck breaks down. And the other way to answer the question is, do you mean in terms of business? Like once you're starting, I mean, this is once you start getting business, like once you are getting consistently 3 jobs a day, 3 to 5 jobs a day, and you think you can get a second truck running, if you're talking in terms of like employees and having a second location, if that's what you mean, yes, you don't even want to think about a second truck until your first location is consistently running busy.
Oh, definitely,
Don't worry about
definitely.
launching a second location until your first location's busy. So if that's what you meant, don't even think about that. But yes, you need a backup truck, especially if you have a used truck. Get a backup truck, or even if you have a new truck, because you can get in a car wreck and something. You never know. It's nice to have a second truck when you can afford it. I have really bad experiences with used trucks. So, but yeah. Ricardo, I think you have a quick answer for this.
Anybody hiring their prices? Is it raising their prices? I think he said, is anybody raising their prices this year? Yeah. I'm definitely not.
Neither am I.
I think the
my prices are already high.
Yeah. I think prices are really high when you're buying groceries. I think it's very expensive when you go to like a haunted house, when you go anywhere. It's so expensive. Everything's so expensive these days. And we're so blessed to have a business that is economic proof, failure proof, you know what I mean? Whatever they say out there, I forgot the actual word, but we survive recession.
Recession proof.
Yeah, recession proof. That's what it is.
Which actually leads into this is a perfect segue into Weehall's next question. Weehall says, what are your thoughts on the economy's impact on junk removal? I'm assuming he means this upcoming year. I'd like to hear your take. Do you think it's going to be, we got some big economy stuff coming up in the November election. Who knows what's going to happen? So
let me reassure you, Weehall for Junk for Less. My business has survived three economic downfalls, and I'm going to name them all. Okay. The first one was the actual recession. That's when those two buildings went down in New York, and we saw an economic. The economy went into some lousy ass recession. Businesses were closing down, and you know what happened to junk removal? We went up, and I was scared that I was going to lose business. I was scared if I even got in the right kind of business at that time. That was the first one. The second one, the housing market crash. And that was horrible. When that market crashed, people were losing their homes. There was foreclosures, there was evictions. And what did junk removal do? Go straight up. And the last one was COVID. When COVID hit, every business stopped and halted. But for some reason, before it stopped and halted, we were really busy. And then right afterwards, we kept on soaring. So what are your thoughts on the economic impact on junk removal this year? If COVID can't slow down junk removal, there ain't nothing that's going to slow it down. I don't care who is president. I don't care who is going to be the next president. There's no way. I just don't see it failing. I'll ask the next question since we lost Jedi. Ricardo, would you lean to junk or – oh, go ahead.
There you go. Go ahead.
Which you lean to, junk or dumpsters? Dumpsters is a dead business to me, and I have someone that's in the dumpster business, and she came in through our junkyard Christmas. Oh, look at the baby! Look at the baby! And your wife was a bra. Okay, so anyway,
sorry, I didn't realize that she was in a bra. Sorry, guys, my bad. Sorry to interrupt real quick. I had to switch locations. It was not working in there.
That's fine.
Can everybody hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. So the dumpster business is such a small lean business. And I'll give you a quick example. I'll do it as fast as I can. If you're doing junk removal and I'm doing dumpsters and you go do a job for $400 and I do the same dumpster drop off for $400, who really makes money? We both intake $400. You made $400 off junk removal, and then Ricardo made $400 off dumpster. But who really made $400? Well, I'll tell you who. The person that doesn't have to go back to pick up the dumpster. The person that goes back to pick up the dumpster has to pay for more fuel, has to pay for an employee to go out there, wear and tear on the vehicle. When I'm at home laying down on the couch because I made my $400, at a junk removal while you're still picking up the dumpster 3 days later. That's how I look at it. Okay.
I agree. And I agree, Ricardo. I've heard, hey, Wayne, by the way, we're going to get to your question next, but I'm going to jump back into some of my questions interviewing Ricardo, and we'll jump back to your guys' questions right after I ask Ricardo some more questions. I'm trying to do interview plus take your guys' questions at the same time. But yeah, man, I completely agree. I've heard through the grapevine, you need a lot of inventory, and with one truck, you can make a lot of money in junk removal versus managing 10, 20 dumpsters while it can just be you on a truck crushing it. Nothing, right. Just you, me, myself, and Irene. But yeah, so Ricardo, I have a question for you. Okay.
Go ahead.
And I need you to be honest, my man.
I'm not gay.
Damn it. Oh. I was, babe, she always laughs at your gay jokes every time.
Oh, my bad.
No, the question I have for you, Ricardo, have you really never paid for leads? Google, Thumbtack, Angie, Yelp, Facebook paid ads, boosts, nothing?
All right. So I want to be truthful because this is the only chance I have to be truthful with everybody in this business. About, I don't know, 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
I got on Vistaprint and I did some business cards.
Oh my God.
And I had them on the
I thought you were about to say I tried Angie or something.
I didn't. When I started junk removal 16 years ago, do you think Home Advisor existed? Did you think even Google Places, which is Google Maps?
Yeah, nobody would even be searching junk removal.
Yeah. So get this. This is how long I've been in business. When Google first came out, they thought of this crazy idea to use local business. It was called Google Places. Yep. Then Google Places rebranded themselves and called themselves Google My Business. That's GMB, Google My Business. Then they just rebranded themselves to Place, and now they're called Google Maps. So that's how old I've been in this business.
It's
okay,
so frustrating how many times they've renamed it.
And
now it's Google Business Profile. Now it's Google Business Profile.
Whatever.
It's so frustrating.
So back in the day, there was none of that stuff. It didn't even exist. So how would I buy ads? Who would I buy ads from? How would I buy leads? They didn't exist. All that shit evolved for the new people like y'all who get taken advantage by these companies. I started with organic traffic, and I'm going to end this business with organic traffic. My phone's ringing, so that's all that matters. Can you imagine, Andrew, if I started doing ads, how busy I would be?
Oh God! And we're gonna get into those questions. I actually have questions related to that later.
Okay.
But so yard signs, door hangers, in-person sales, like gift baskets, networking events, BNI, Chamber of Commerce, everything's just been internet organic.
My business is almost 99%.
Do internet, you carry business cards? What about when customers are like, hey, can I get a business card? You just say, save my phone number, motherfucker?
Yeah, just say my phone number. Most people, you know what's weird is like most people, dude, it's the craziest shit ever. And I'm going to say this and y'all are going to go, no way. You're going to say no way. Because I even go, no way. When I show up to a person's house, they're like, hey, you are the guy in the pictures. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. He goes, okay, cool. Another person, another house. Hey, you're the guy in the videos. I saw your video. Dude, you're so funny. I'm like, hey, thanks. Dude, you're the guy on Facebook. You actually do come out to the house. I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, cool, man. You know, I was recommended. Hey, I was recommended. Hey, I was recommended. Hey, I was recommended. Somebody always tells them about me. It's crazy. Like they've heard of the brand. So we went to go buy my son's truck this past week. We went to buy him a new truck, and he bought a new truck, a really awesome truck. The finance guy, he goes, so are you? He looks at me. I'm sitting down on the chair, chilling. And my son's buying this vehicle. And the finance guy goes like this. And this is when my mom and my sister, who are next to each other, they realize, damn, Ricardo's done something in this industry. The finance goes, and I'm wearing my hat. By the way, I'm wearing my beanie, and I'm wearing my JunkGuys pullover. And the finance goes, looks at my mom and says, and he looks at me and says, hey, are you the Junk Guy owner? Are you the owner of the Junk Guys? I said, yeah. He goes, you have a YouTube video, right? And I go, yeah. He goes, isn't your name Gerardo or something like that? I said, yeah, it's Ricardo. He goes, man, I've seen you, bro. Y'all are crazy. So I'm like, dude, we're in Cleburne, Texas. People know the brand. Yeah, people know the brand. And I think that's why they hire me, man.
here's one of the things too. And I'm sure you'll agree with me is this is the power of social media, branding, doing SEO. But here's the problem: is it compounds just like interest, just like investing. It compounds and stacks over the many years you've been in business. So
Right.
it's not like somebody can jump into this business and have what you have,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So like they would need to stick it through doing SEO. And you've been uploading consistently for 13 years. You have over 4,000 videos. So if somebody's in
Golly, that's
Texas,
crazy.
if somebody's in Texas, not even looking for junk removal, they might just be looking at something else, but they're near you. Your video might because who knows what kind of titles you have. You have 4,000 video titles. Probably a lot of, and probably half of them aren't even related to, don't say junk removal in the title. They might say something. So your videos might be suggested and people just see your videos because they're in the Texas area. So with the power of how many YouTube videos you put out, and also something we'll get into later, don't you have like 10 or 15 fucking websites?
Yeah, I do.
So
I do.
So
That's
guys,
crazy.
what I'm trying to say is what Ricardo has done has compounded and stacked because of his consistency. And it's, most people are like, oh, I paid an SEO company for 6-12 months. Yeah, but did you make 4,000 fucking videos? Did you make 15 websites? Like Ricardo, obviously he didn't have 4,000 videos in the beginning, but he was probably posting a video every other day still related to junk. So he was doing like garage clean out. So I guess what I'm saying is, would you agree with me? It was your consistency of how much you put into 10 websites, 15 websites, thousands of videos. I mean, you have built your brand because of how much social media you have done. And there's not a single person who has 15 websites or 4,000 videos in this industry, let alone probably not any other industry. I don't know anybody else who's posting that much content.
When I built these, first of all, I want to say something, Andrew. When I built these websites, I was building the websites to replace the old websites. I was building the websites just to designate websites for little areas, little cities in the area, and then they just stuck. And then a year later, I would build another website and then just leave it out there in the internet world. And another year, I'd build another one and just leave it out there and toss it out. I really just toss it out there, and I would throw information, the history on these websites would actually bring them up and build them up and and make them more popular. But these websites, they rank. A lot of them rank, and a lot of them don't. So overall, I think I completed about 21 websites, and out of the 21, about 8 of them only rank. What'd you say?
Regarding your websites, I think you've told me that you have nobody knows Google's secret Google will never tell you how to rank number one. Right. So everything's theory, period. But people have proven themselves with, ranking to number one. But I think I've heard you either tell me or tell Carson or somebody that you think, because I notice you use Google Sites, right, instead of WordPress or Wix. So I feel, and I don't, why wouldn't Google give leverage to their own website? So you do Google Sites because you believe that it'll rank you higher. And what's funny is I actually am taking your advice, and I'm a tech guy. I've been around. I know my shit, not to toot my own horn. I know some stuff. So I'm actually going to test your advice. I actually built JediCleaners.com in Google Sites because I'm going to try to, it's not done. So it also has junk removal text on it, but check it out later. But anyways, that's one of your theories, right? That you think Google Sites is better than WordPress, better than Wix, because you think it'll rank higher. Yes.
I totally believe that, it's common sense, man. It's like Apple. Just think about Apple. The Macintosh software does not work on a PC. Okay. They favor all their products. They favor the watch. They favor the tablet. They're going to favor the thing that they're making, pretty sure.
The Vision Pro, the VR Vision Pro.
Which I'm never going to buy anyway. I think
I'm going to buy it. I'm an Apple fanboy.
I'm going to tell you, that's going to be Apple's first failure. That's going to be Apple's first failure. I'm just telling you that.
It's going to succeed because I'm going to be in VR world. Okay. It'll succeed because I will be the only one there. But
so with that, I'm going to tell you, I think Google has shown it in the past how they work good with their products. I think Google pushes the Google Calendar. They push Google Sites, of course. Their blog failed. They had a cool blog, but it still works to this day.
Was it
eBlogger?
Blogspot or something like that?
Yeah, it's called eBlogger, and it still works to this day. So, I mean, Google makes a lot of failures too, but I use Google because it's just common sense, man. It's just common sense.
That's why I'm trying my entire new Jedi Cleaners website, because I'm starting a sister company because I get asked for cleaning all the time, and I want to add cleaning to my CRM to help cleaners. But anyways, that's why I'm trying Google Sites. I'm going to see if I rank faster with Jedi Cleaners using Google Sites. But let's jump into some some live questions out of junk removal. Yes, it's tough, and I'm glad you're here to stay. Keep on keeping on. But Wayne Hall asks, when starting a junk removal business, if one doesn't have a strong financial planning, strategizing, or numbers background, how can one get more information, knowledge to properly run and grow a business? Ricardo, I'll give your take, and I'll give my little quick take too.
Go ahead. You could go first.
I mean, the most obvious answer, Wayne, here is going to be YouTube. And, if you don't have a numbers or not, a lot of people don't like learning numbers and finances because it's fucking boring. You need to at least learn the basics of, okay, you don't need to learn how to do your own P&L statement, your own cash flow statement, like you can hire a CPA to help you with all that, but you should at least document your income and your expenses at the bare minimum. Because you can learn all of this stuff on YouTube. Of course, I'm actually going to make a video that talks about numbers. It's going to be one of those videos this week. But dude, yeah, just, I would the obvious answer I think is going to be YouTube, but just make sure you're tracking your income and expenses, man. So, if you're making money or losing money. But if you're talking about financial planning and all that stuff, I mean, financial planning can get pretty, if you're talking about like financial planning, like investing and preparing for your retirement, or, you're going to have to use YouTube. But, yeah, man, it's just something you're going to have to learn. Do you have any, do you have any advice other than YouTube or, in terms of?
Yeah. I mean, you got to have powerful websites. I did a great website, by the way, guys. I built a website just for the hell of it the other day. I got a little bored, and I built it one day. I'm putting it right here, guys. If you have a chance, go to this website. I do a great video off of it. I just put it in the chat right now. Post to Andrew Thompson.
Hey, actually, let me say one more thing while you put the website in.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me go. It says this comment has failed to post to Andrew Thompson.
Wait, really? You should be able to comment. Wayne, long as you're tracking your income and expenses to make sure your business is not failing. But if you are talking about properly run and grow a business, so if you need to learn about this stuff, you need to run and grow a business. So those numbers, such as P&L statements, cash flow statement, you need to learn about that stuff, and you need to learn how to do I actually log a daily profit and loss so I can see exactly where I'm at. And then I do a monthly profit and loss. I have a cash flow statement. I track all of that stuff. So my suggestion is to look into this on YouTube on tracking income and expenses and profit and loss statements, cash flow statements, and how to properly do your taxes, all that stuff. So you can make sure that your business grows. And that just takes research, man. And if you're not into numbers, it's going to be extremely boring. You can just hire a CPA. If it's not too boring for you, learn it. I find that stuff interesting. I like numbers. I'm a programmer, so I enjoy numbers, but I hope that helps. It's kind of it's very vague and broad to, but maybe Ricardo, you're a solo operator. How do you do your financial planning? How do you do your numbers? How do you make sure you don't pay for leads, but how do you make sure you're in the green? What do you do?
Here's one thing I learned from reading other people's books and stuff. I'm a reader, not of books and more magazines, but as long as you have money in the bank, you're doing something right. If you're able to save a lot of money in the bank, you're doing something right. You should stay in businesses. And this is a business that you should stay in. And I've been very successful in that too. Of course, you've seen my property. It's on the corner of a busy street. I bought land. I bought this house that I'm in right now. I have my junk removal business, 5 trucks, 12 trailers. Everything's paid for. So I look at my business as a successful business. I guess other people wouldn't see it as that, but I see it as a successful business. You know what I mean? I see junk removal as a stepping stone to other things. I do see that now. But junk removal is a great business to have a good family, man. Have family, raise kids. I think junk removal is a great business for that. You just got to be able to do it right. Okay.
Yep. Thank you for that, Ricardo. I hope that helps, Wayne.
How many people do we have? How many people do we have?
We've got 66. Not bad for
66. Listen, guys,
Well,
let me express
Ricardo,
myself about the 66
Ricardo,
people that we have.
Ricardo,
Uh-huh.
remember this. You had 100, you broke 100 with Sonoma Strong, but they have almost 30,000 subscribers. I have a fraction of what they have.
It's okay. I think we could get
almost
easy this number. We can get 60. We can bring it up to 100 people. So if you have another application, if you have a
oh yeah, pull up your other
pad
devices,
or
everybody.
another phone or something up, guys, go out there and reach out and let people know we're on. I want to see if we can get this pretty high. You know what I mean? I want to know if we
Tyler
can
the
get
Gamer has another question for you, Ricardo.
Go ahead.
Do you use a business number to start a trunk removal business, or are you just using your I think he means just your regular phone line, your normal.
I just use my regular phone line. Yeah. Here's one thing, Tyler the Gamer.
That
Stop
doesn't
wasting
drive
money.
you crazy? Or
No.
answer his question first.
Stop
then
wasting
answer.
money. Stop wasting money. Stop spending any money on small things that would bother somebody else. I mean, dude, let me tell you something. If you think junk removal makes the phone ring, own a haunted house, and it will blow your mind how many times a phone will ring in 1 hour. It will ring 3 to 4 times a minute.
Did you use your normal phone line for your haunted house too? Damn, you've got some balls, man.
Yeah, dude. So Tyler, the reason I say that is a business number costs money. I try to lower costs on everything I do. Okay.
And that is honestly, guys, that is the smartest answer when it comes to any business. Stop spending money. So, and I have a bad habit of spending money. But when I first started this business, I was doing so well because I was not spending any money in the beginning. I was just trying to get by. That box truck I was renting broke down on me. But Tyler, my answer is I agree with Ricardo, but I like to keep them separate. So I agree in the beginning. If you don't have any money, don't. But me personally, once you start making some money, I think it's worth the $50 phone line because I hate having all the business calls. And that might not bother you, Ricardo, but I hate having business calls come in on my personal phone because then I don't know who's call if it's a personal number calling or it's a business number. So I keep it separate.
Right.
And EK and Halling says Tyler depends on your starting budget. Yep. Here we go. Ratchet. Ratchet hours. Okay, so this person gets ratchet at certain hours of the night. Ratchet hours. How much are you charging for a full load on your dump trailers, Ricardo?
So I don't have dump trailers.
Ricardo, you got 15,000 trailers, 40 trucks. How do you what is your daily driver? What do you
so my daily driver right now is a box truck because all the other trucks are buried in the junkyard Christmas. I do have a junkyard haunted house. I have a junkyard Christmas too, by the way, if y'all didn't know that. So I'm only using a box truck. Now that the Christmas is over, we're going to pull out all the trucks. They're stuck in the back and there's Christmas stuff in front of it. Anyway, we're going to start using it. So I have a F550 with a 16-foot landscape trailer. I have a 14-foot enclosed trailer that I never use, a 16-foot enclosed trailer that I never use. And then I have another flatbed, 16-foot.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, there's too many
regarding your 16-foot landscape trailer. I've seen in your videos all the time. Why haven't you put sidewalls up?
I don't need to. I don't want to. There's no reason to. I'll just use my box.
Is it because you're just like, I don't need to spend the money? It works.
I don't need to spend the money on that stuff, dude. For what? I can easily just go.
What do you do when you get like rubble, like trash that'll fly everywhere, like paper?
Oh, I get that stuff all the time. So I'll know when I show up to the job. I'll know what it is. If it's like loose trash, I'll bring bags and I'll bag it all. And then throw it in the trailer and then put my, my straps on it. Of course, my trampoline tarps, I'll put it on top of it. And
you're probably a professional ratchet strapper for
sure.
Oh,
dude. Yeah, dude. No, dude. We've had that trailer about up in the air. We've had it about maybe 16 foot up in the air. Strap it down. There's videos of it.
16.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Halo Junk Removal asks, so would renting out your trailer be the same as dumpster rental? Kind of, in a way, right?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Oh, unless you mean they're renting it to drive your trailer around. If you're just parking it and you don't let them drive it, I would not let them, unless you're renting it as a trailer to be used as a trailer. But a lot of people I know get dump trailers, park it on their lot, come pick up the dump trailer when it's done.
Yeah.
But let's see if you
How many we got?
out of
How many
junk.
people do we got?
This is a good question. This is a good one. Out of junk removal. Out junk removal.
Out junk removal and demo.
If you had to start all over and had all of your knowledge, Ricardo, what would you do? How would you start in today's world? Because it is a little more competitive, right? So what would you build 20 websites again? Would you start posting, delete everything you have ever done and start from scratch? You don't exist as Ricardo on the internet anymore. You don't have your Rico Suave-ness all over YouTube. You don't have your 4,000 videos. You don't have your 25,000 Google websites. You don't have, what would you do if you had to start all over?
All right. If I had to start all over, one of the first applications that I would definitely use is, of course, Google my business, Google Places, Google Maps, whatever you want to call it. I would, here's the funny thing about it. Out junk removal and demo. It's, first of all, I want to say it's a great question you asked, but I don't know what state you're in or what city you're in, but I guarantee it. If I got into your state or your city that you do junk removal, in less than 1 year and a half, I would be on the front page of Google. 1 year and a half, it would take me to be on the front page of Google. And I would be taking jobs from all the competitors in that area.
So
and
it sounds like your answer so far is you would build tons of websites.
I would build tons of websites. I'd even build more. That way I'd follow a good pattern. Back then, I was just spreading myself all over the place, and it was sloppy, and some of the website looked sloppy, but they still rank. And I want to redo them, but then I'm like, oh, will I redo them? Will I lose the SEO? Will I stop ranking and stuff? So I don't mess with those shitty websites. I just leave them out there. But one thing I would do is I wouldn't buy a new truck. I bought a new truck you say if I had to start all over and had all your knowledge, I wouldn't buy another truck, a brand new truck. I won't only use used trucks. There was a span of like 5 years where I had employees. I would lose all those employees. I would have never hired them. I would have made money. Oh my God, I would have made so much money without those employees. I would have kept my business small. I would have kept it more. Instead of going out to Frisco and Fort Worth, I would have stole all the customers from Dallas and just stayed in Dallas. But my business got so much bigger that I expanded to Denton. I'm in Frisco, JunkGuys Frisco. I'm in Dallas. Thank you, Nick. And now I'm in Fort Worth, and we're about to open up JunkGuys Arlington. I'm working on the website right now, so JunkGuys Arlington is going to be pretty cool, near the stadium where the Cowboys play. But it's just a yeah, I would do some things different, but I wouldn't.
Would you continue the YouTube posting tons?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it sounds like SEO hardcore and YouTube hardcore. The same thing you're doing now.
Yeah, same thing I'm doing now. Yeah, I wouldn't lose that.
We had a lot of questions. Let's kind of power through them, and then we'll go back to my interview questions.
I'll shorten the answers. If you want to go through them really fast, I'll shorten them.
How many videos do you post in a day?
So I post one YouTube video and about 10 shorts every day.
This is not a question. I just like the guy's username. What is your username?
I eat the butt.
I'm not launching a virtual junk removal business. I am doing a cleaning business and a CRM, which I'm really excited to tell you guys about. Okay. Here, I eat the butt has a question for you.
Are all of your 10 websites on the same company? I'm a dinosaur, but I'm trying to get into the tech world. Well, some of the companies are called Junk Removal Service. Some of them are called JunkGuys Junk Removal Service. Someone called JunkGuysDFW.net, JunkGuyDFW.com.
Do you do that because you're crazy, or is that intentional?
Intentional. I do them all intentional. So if I'm opening one in let's just say Arlington, I'll probably call it Junk Removal Service Arlington.com.
Okay.
So they all have different .coms and stuff.
But the branding on the website is still JunkGuys, though.
Still JunkGuys, yeah.
Okay. So you're talking about the domain name is different. Got it. Elidio I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name.
Elidio Higanigo.
Higanio. Can you do
that?
This
is Nepal. He's from Nepal. I knew Dagla Widibadewo from Nepal. No, I'm kidding. I have no idea. Can I do this with the Sprinter band? 100%, brother. Sprinter bands are awesome, dude. Dude, if I had a chance, that's another thing that I was asked a question. I would probably get Sprinter vans and hook up flatbeds on the back. Sprinter vans can hold so much trash, especially the ones that are extended. They make Sprinter vans that are small, and the extended big vans with like V8s. They have Mercedes-Benz engines, and they have double dualies in the back. That's what I would get. Those things are awesome.
Go ahead.
Matt Rexing says, Ricardo, you said you are only using Venmo and Cash App. Is it personal Venmo or a business Venmo? How do you pitch that payment to older folks? That's a good question, actually.
So yes, I only use Venmo and Cash App right now. If a person asks me if I take credit card, I say I don't take credit card. I mean, I'll take a check. Do you have a check? If they can't take a check, they'll probably usually when I'm cutting up the hot tub, they'll run to the bank and get $300 to pay me.
And that's never lost you customers or frustrated anybody?
It has. So out of 100 customers, I probably lose 2. I'll take that any day.
It's so negligible that you don't care.
It doesn't bother me. Go to my competition. Go pay $500-$600 for a hot tub. I don't care. I don't care. Go do that.
I like hearing the big boy. No.
No.
You can, but you need to turn everything off. Turn off instant booking and set your max, because you'll get more screwed on Thumbtack if you don't know what you're doing. You'll get equally as screwed on Thumbtack as Google. I've heard too many horror stories about Thumbtack. I used them in the beginning, but I was very careful. If you're going to use Thumbtack, contact me. You can use them safely, but they will rape you if you do not set your settings right, and you will get billed $150 for a lead. So short answer, no. If you want to try it, please contact me, and we'll talk about it later.
Just to let you know, big boy, really fast. I know someone that uses Thumbtack. They have one truck and one trailer. 10 years later, they have one truck and one trailer and still using Thumbtack. That should tell you something.
Yep. So it's doable for sure. Wayne says, if one is introverted and extroverted, I was a realtor too, is an introverted extrovert. So you're both. Do you believe that for one to grow exponentially in this business, that doing YouTube videos, etc., will get a person more business? Ricardo?
I think the better attitude you have, you're going to get more business. I think the more outgoing you are, you're going to get more business. I think the more you are out there with YouTube, of course, you're going to get more business. People are going to like you more, especially customers, but also people that watch your channel. I think you're going to be a lot better. So I think, I agree. Think it makes a big, your attitude's everything. You know what I mean? Yep.
I agree. I watch a lot of these new guys filming themselves on the truck and trying to start a journey. And, I respect the hustle, but put some oomph into your, I start to fall asleep watching these other people because they're just like so monotone and talking. So, but if that's your natural tone, try to kick it up a notch. Like if you're going to post some videos like mattress removal in so-and-so city, because Ricardo does tons of these videos. He has like thousands of videos that says something removal in Arlington, Texas, and whatever. Try to put some oomph into your personality if you can. Because people find that interesting. At least that's why I watch Ricardo, is because he's fucking a character. Hello, Andrew and Ricardo.
What's up, Eats the Butts?
I Eats the Butts got another question for you.
Whew. How long before you got into 4 or 5 years? I ain't gonna lie to you about that. I didn't have a DBA for like 8 years, and then my business started I got it popular on YouTube, and I decided, man, I got to watch myself. So I went and got an LLC. Yeah, I didn't get insurance.
You went
no way.
8 years without insurance and without an LLC. So big boy.
General liability, 100%. Oh, no. It says LLC or general. So I ended up getting a DBA, which is what you're talking about. General liability is insurance. So, which one would you get first? I would get a DBA first before I get any kind of insurance.
Yep.
Because a DBA costs $18.
If you're going to get serious into this business, and the whole idea of a business, an LLC, is to protect you. It's a layer of separation from being sued. God forbid you fucking drop a dresser on their head. Hopefully they can't come after you. They have to go through the LLC. But there's something called piercing the corporate veil. There's a lot of fucking bullshit that comes into it. But the point is, you need to have an LLC if you're going to be serious about this. But like Ricardo says, he got away with it for 5 years. It's kind of just how you want to weigh it out, the risk that you're willing to weigh. And general liability, that protects you if you damage something in somebody else's house. So you want to have general liability to protect you. But Ricardo, do you have general liability insurance?
I have general liability insurance right now. Yeah. Cool. Let me ask a question. How many people do we have right now?
We've got 80. Holy shit. How do we have 80 people? Keep them coming,
that's the thing about this channel, is that we need to grow this a lot bigger. Guys, listen, so I'm asking everybody that's in this audience. I know that you share a lot of stuff and that you do this. if you're on the YouTube channel, guys, we want to grow this number. We got to get it over at least 100. And I'm really pushing towards, and I know that we can do this. If you have another TV or another phone, if you have 2 phones or your wife has a phone, bring this up, bring up the YouTube channel. Let's look at this. Let's make this number. We're just trying to break a record here. Okay. So let's bring it over 100. Next question.
I've got some questions that I still want to ask you that I'm very curious about, Ricardo, but I want to knock some of these questions out. Sounds like Ricardo has a lot of assets. Junk Out says, I'm curious on how he was able to get all of it. Has saving been a big thing?
Okay, so this is great question. Thanks a lot, Junk removal and demo. Great question. So let's just think about it this way. So now my F550, I bought it in auction for $4,900. I paid cash. My F350, I bought it from a friend. I bought 2 trucks from a cement company that the mechanic works there. He told me, hey, this guy's selling these trucks really cheap. He wants $5,000 for all of them. I said, okay, boom. I bought them for $5,000. I gave him cash. I bought another one in an auction for $2,500. I bought another truck for $4,900. All those trucks have lasted me over 8 years, each one of those trucks. They needed some work, but it was worth putting that extra 1,000 or 500. None of these trucks that I bought from my friends or anybody or from the auctions needed a transmission. None of them needed serious engine work. And that's how auction trucks work. So I bought these trucks and now they are low in miles. And the only reason they're low in miles, none of my trucks are over 200,000. As a matter of fact, none of the trucks that I have right now are over 200,000 miles. None of them are. They're all like 150 or under. Okay. So I want you to understand that these trucks, these big boy trucks, like an F550 or F450 will go over the 200,000 mark and not even blink. They'll just go over them. If you change the filters, the air filter and the fuel filter, and of course, occasional oil changes too. So I just want to be sure that y'all know that these trucks, and then all of a sudden they started growing. And all of a sudden you look in the back, you have all these trailers, and you have all these trucks, and there's all my assets right now. Now, the worth of my trucks is less than $20,000, all of them.
And you paid cash though for every truck you have.
Everyone, yeah.
Wow, awesome. Comax Services, this looks like it's probably for me. When tracking your conversions for ads, is the phone number the same on all platforms? Absolutely not. I use different phone numbers for every single platform to track exactly how many conversions I get from Google, Facebook, Yelp, Thumbtack. I have different phone numbers everywhere. For example, should your phone number be the same on the flyer and your landing page? I separate yard sign phone numbers, flyer phone numbers, business phone, direct business card phone numbers, my decals, I have 30 phone numbers, guys, over 30 phone numbers. And that's because I'm just crazy when it comes to tracking and all that stuff. And I'm eating dinner with my mom. Thank you for letting us know. Hey, no, I'm just kidding. No, Halo's awesome. I like Halo. He's cool.
Well, thanks.
He's a cool guy.
Hey, hello, JunkGuys. I'm going to the restroom. Oh, Nick, I've seen Nick. Nick, let me tell you, Nick is one of our usual guys on our Tuesday night calls. He'll be there tomorrow. I've seen his trucks, and they're old. And I'm going to tell you, they all run. Nice. Listen, it doesn't matter to me. Not once, and I've done thousands and thousands of jobs. I want the audience to know I've done thousands, not hundreds. I've done thousands. I might maybe done 30,000 jobs. I'm sorry, 30,000 jobs, maybe 10,000. I have no idea, but I've done thousands. And not one time have I showed up to a house and the customer said this to me. Oh, your truck, never mind. You can leave. Your truck looks too shitty.
I've had that one time, but I also live in California with a bunch of bougie people. And
yeah, here in Texas,
I had graffiti on my original box truck. So I have a few questions. We have a lot of questions from people. So why don't we knock out my questions first, and that I have for you, and let's bust through theirs, because I know you got to get going within 30 minutes, right? So let's knock this out.
Yeah, no, we got a little
time.
You had
left. To pick. I think you kind of answered this earlier when the guy said, "What would you do when you start over?" But my question I was going to ask for you, for my audience, is if you had to pick one organic trick that people could focus on, social media, YouTube, Facebook, SEO, and websites, what would you have them hyper focus on to get organic leads like you?
You're not going to believe this shit, but going on the comments on Instagram and TikTok and putting information, let's just say someone puts on there, hey, geez, okay, let's say a junk removal company puts on there, hey, I offer junk removal, and they do a Facebook post or an Instagram post or a TikTok post, and they put, hey, I have a junk removal service, this and that. And then going into their comments and putting this, hey, dude, your junk removal company is really cool, but have you checked out this junk removal company? And you put the @ and your name of your company in that, like at TikTok this, just watch what it does. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So
it's
responding to comments, responding to posts. I mean,
I just started doing that like 15 days ago. Now you said an SEO trick, a small one. That's
what would be the one thing that if they could pick one that you'd have them hyper focus on to get organic leads?
Having an about me page on your website.
Having an about me page?
Mm-hmm. Putting pictures, your personal pictures about yourself.
Yeah. No, sorry. No, I mean, if you had to give them one tip, not one tip, one technique. Is it building websites? Is it posting YouTube videos? Not a little tip, but like one thing they can hyper focus on.
Optimize your Google My Business.
The Google My Business. Optimize that. Okay.
And you say, oh, I've done it. I've already done my optimization. Oh, Ricardo, I've done everything. Okay. And if I get on that and I look at your Google My Places, you know what I'm going to find? You have 100 pictures. You have posted one time every week for the last 10 years. You have not optimized your hours. You haven't put down there if you're transgender or gay or you haven't put down there if you're a veteran. Yeah. You haven't done any of that stuff. If I get on there, I guarantee one of y'all, every one of y'all have something wrong with your Google My. If you're not posting every single day of your life, then there you go. You're not optimizing it. Optimizing takes like 5 seconds, dude. It takes oh my God, it's less than 30 seconds in reality.
I for sure thought you were going to say SEO and building tons of websites.
Yeah, I mean, that would be next, or just optimizing one good website.
Okay.
But if you attack them from every angle, it's better.
Okay, so my next question for you is, and this is probably just going to make most people pissed off and jealous. Now that you basically have built this foundation for the last 16 years, Ricardo, you have 15 websites, you have 4,000 YouTube videos, and you just have leads coming in. Do you do any marketing, or are you just blessed that your phone just rings now, or do you do anything? I mean, I notice you post all the time. You're still on top of your YouTube, but effectively what I'm asking is, if you stop posting your YouTube videos and you just kind of chilled for 3 months, do you do any marketing anymore? Or do your leads just come in?
No. By the way, if I stop doing YouTube today, well, it's perfect. Today's the 1st of 2024. If I stop doing YouTube today, my business, and I stop posting everywhere, I guarantee
if you just vanish, like, do you need to do any marketing?
My phone would ring for the next 2 years without me not doing anything.
So that's crazy. I know that for a fact. Kick ass, but that also probably makes a lot of people like, fuck, man, this dude doesn't have to work. But you put in the initial 16 years of work. That's what
exactly. That's one thing, guys. And now don't look at me like I'm being cocky. I just know it worked. I put 16 years of content out there. 16 years. I mean, people don't even put like 3 months worth of content out there. Not even 3 months, not even a month worth of content.
So I have 2 more questions. 2 more questions, then we could jump to the viewer questions. And because I'm just trying to power through them because I know you have a game you got to get to in the next like 30 minutes. So this is one thing I have a question. Since you're on the truck alone, Ricardo, this was a big problem for me in the beginning when I was on the truck alone. I found ways around it. I called friends.
Yeah.
I
masturbate every once in a while, if that's what you're asking.
When you're on the truck alone, I wasn't going to ask how often you masturbate in the truck, but I was going to ask when you get to jobs by yourself. When I had 3 jobs booked, 1 or 2 of them needed somebody else. What are you doing when you show up to a job and they were expecting to get it done now, but you're just by yourself? How do you handle
when I'm doing a garage clean out and I know I can do it by myself? That's cool. If I do it a fridge, that's cool. A barbecue grill, that's cool. When I'm
talking a job where you need somebody else.
I just subcontract other junk removal companies in the area.
But what do you tell them when you arrive? Because I had customers get pissed. Like, why did you come by yourself?
No. I tell people, I'm like, listen, I'm going to need another guy to do this. Let me call him. And usually I go through my Rolodex at Jamon. I go
Brandon, I'll go Jose, I'll do Junk Guys Frisco, or I'll do Junk Guys North Texas. I'll use somebody, and someone's always available to help me because they know I'll pay them back
But
somehow.
you've never showed up at somebody's house and got
Never.
caught off guard and been like, oh,
No.
fuck, I need to check. Do you like ask the questions ahead of time to know
Yeah,
or something?
I asked the question.
Okay.
How bad is it? How bad is it?
Okay. And then here is my final question.
Mhm.
And Ricardo, it's nothing crazy, but I genuinely want to know, because most people, not all, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there who like to run it the way you do, but a lot of people get into this business like I did, with the mindset of, I'm going to have multiple locations. I'm going to be,
Right.
I'm going to build an empire. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
It's possible. It's possible. It's not to say it's not possible, but you don't do that. So I am you're on the truck by yourself. You do very well for yourself. What is your long-term goal? What is the end for you? Like, is it to sell your business? Is it to just
No, I don't.
How long do you want to be on the truck for? What is Ricardo's long-term goal? I'm very curious.
So I'm about to be 49. So I've always figured about between 55 to 60, I'll probably quit junk removal. I'm building a house that I haven't laid anything except foundation on, but I'm building a big house in Azle, and that's going to be my nut. You know what I mean? That's what I'm going to fall back on, the big house, out there with 4 acres. And then I still have a lot of things like the haunted house. I mean, guys, I don't think y'all realize I launch a haunted house every year. Every year I do a haunted house. And this haunted house, I make more money in 11 days than all the junk removal companies that are probably on your channel right now. Yeah. I barely make a little bit more than my haunted house does. And I do it in 11 days. So this haunted house is a big deal to me. I have alternate businesses also. I get paid from YouTube, not a lot. I get paid for my mentorship classes, and I do my $1.99 course.
Your
$1.99 course. That's the lowest that YouTube will let me. So I do that. So there's a few streams of income. I have a retail store, and also we have a recycling program that I make a little money, but nothing big. But it's money's coming in. Money's coming in all the time. So, and also we're in Austin, Houston, San Antonio. We're about to be in San Diego. We're Rio Grande Valley. We're going to be in Florida, and then we just launched Junk Guys Frisco and Junk Guys Arlington too.
Are you a franchise? Do you collect franchise fees, or do you just let them use the name?
I do charge fees. I do charge fees. Yes, I do charge fees. Everybody gets to charge a fee. Everybody gets
not like 10% a month franchise fees, 10% of sales, like ridiculous franchise fees.
I want people to stay in business. I don't want them to go bankrupt.
Yeah. So let's power through these questions because we've only got 12 minutes left. Danny asks, what do you look for when buying a used truck? I'm looking at a used Isuzu dump truck. Any opinions on them? I love Isuzu. Ricardo?
I had an Isuzu truck. It broke down. It was really expensive to fix. I fixed it, and then it broke down, and I gave up on it. I use American trucks. If any foreign trucks, I would probably buy like a Nissan Titan. I heard they're really good. They're economical. They can pull decent, and they never break down. Next question.
Brandy Wilder says, what are the best phrases to use for keywords in terms?
Awesome. I just went over this the other day. Google, if you're going to do like a junk removal, the junk removal market, that name junk removal is really cluttered. And everybody wants that. I would use a term like trash cleanup, trash pickup, trash removal. I would not use junk removal. Junk removal is such a sophisticated word for older people. Older people still use garbage removal, garbage pickup, garbage cleanup. Notice I'm not saying clean out. I would say clean up. Clean up's a more popular word than clean out. Stay away from the normal word junk removal. That word is old. Everybody's using it and makes market go up. Next question. I see you have some pricing on your website, but most people, hey, it's best to do. You know what? Fuck those people, Paxton. I'm going to tell you something, Paxton. I don't fuck around. If you don't want my service, then don't book me, because I'm going to tell you how much it is. I'm going to tell you how long it's going to take me to get there. But one thing I'm really proud of is that I have my prices on my website, and that's really important. Go out there. I want everybody to go out there to JunkGuysFrisco.com. Just type in JunkGuysFrisco.com and go look at the website. The first thing that slaps you right in the face is how much I charge. I don't play around with that. And people that say, oh, it's better not to. Well, you know what, dude? That's your opinion. I'm telling you, this has worked for me for 16 years. Next.
I have a question for you regarding that then. What do you do when you tell, let me just tell you a scenario I ran into before.
Okay.
I agree. Refrigerators, fine. Couches, fine. You say $75 to $100 a couch. Cool. So what do you do when you're like, yeah, I'll get your sectional, $100? This has happened a lot to me in Calabasas or rich areas.
Sure.
You go get this sectional, then you get there and you find out it is and you gave them the price of $100. Then you get there and it's a sectional that is fucking ginormous.
Huge. Happens all the time. Happens all the time.
What do you do? Do you just eat
Easily,
it?
easily. So I'll show up to a house. They told me it was a couch. I quoted them $85. I show up in the sectional and I immediately say, I'm so sorry. Listen, guys, when I quoted you, you told me it was a couch. You didn't tell me it was a sectional. Listen, I would charge you $85 for this side, $85 for that, and about another $50 for the middle part of it.
Okay,
Listen,
so
it's going to be about $220. I can't.
Okay.
If y'all don't want me to, I'm going to leave, guys. Okay. And usually I'm there. I'll take the job 90% of the time. It's a rarity that you don't tell me that you won't tell me that it's a sectional, or it's a rarity that they let me go.
And if somebody does tell you like, yo, I got a giant fucking sectional, you'll readjust your price.
Send me a picture. Send me a picture, bro. You know, oh, my phone's not working. Well, if you're in the area, I'll come by and look at it. Do you use multiple websites and multiple address for your website for Google verification? Yes, Nick. Of course you have to, Nick. Great question. This is a great question by a smart person. Yes, of course you do. Business, Venmo, or personal. You get cash locked up because of their TLS.
Matt Rexing asks.
So we exceeded the $110,000 mark on Venmo, $110,000, and they didn't lock me. So put it that way. I don't know.
Oh my God, we're almost broke 100. Hey, we're at 94. Hey guys,
come on, guys, 6 more. Push it to 6 more. Come on, guys, 6 more. Let's go. Commercial auto fleet.
Only need 6 more.
Liability insurance. So I use liability insurance. That's what I use, okay? I have a piece of property that I have an umbrella insurance on by Geico. So Geico covers my property and all the contents on it, and also a 40-mile radius to all the trucks that I use off of that property. It is a umbrella policy. The only way you can get an umbrella is you either own the property or you're renting the property you're on, and you've been on there for years. So that's how I get away with it, okay?
Andy Wills, I'll check out the book. Andy, thank you for the recommendation. I appreciate the support, everybody. All right, this is a personal question, Ricardo. I don't know if you're comfortable telling people. I'll tell people how much out of the since I pay for Google ads and employees and a whole bunch of shit. After my $100,000 a month, the lowest month I've had is 60. The highest month I've had is 120,000 in 1 month with 2 locations running full time, 7 days a week. I'm off the truck, phone operator, call center. On a good month, I'll take 20,000 profit. So out of the 100 grand, 80 grand goes to employees and ads and all that. And I'll take 20. I've done 30,000 in 1 month. And I've also done a $115,000 giant job. But on average, out of that 100, I'll take about 20% on a bad month with bad ad spend and a lot of hours of employees and payroll and all that stuff. You know, I'll take 10, but remember, I have an ops manager too, guys. I'll take 10,000 a month, but I pay my ops manager 6,000 a month. Plus I have a call center. So my margins are a lot lower. I make 100. I take 10 to 20. But you got to remember, I'm completely out of the business, 100% hands free. Ricardo, I don't know if you're comfortable sharing your personal.
No, it doesn't matter to me. Forget the revenue on the average. How much profit do you month? Okay. So in the month of October, I took about maybe $1. I didn't take any profit. I shut down my junk removal service. In September, I shut it down also from a haunted house. On a normal month.
I was like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. So I shut them down. I don't do anything. I don't do anything there.
So you literally just.
Yeah, I don't need to.
Did you just give the leads away for free?
Yeah. A lot of them I give away for free. Yeah.
So when your phone's ringing for junk removal, you just gave it for free to your friends.
It's not worth it to me. I can do the haunted house.
You're probably the only person in the industry who could just give leads for free. Yeah. Here you go, guys.
So where Jedi does $100,000 per month, I don't do that. Close to that. On a good month, I might make $35,000 or $25,000. My bills are about maybe $5,000 a month.
See, so your margins are like astronomical. I mean,
astronomical.
So the thing is you pulling in 20 to 30 is almost all profit because you just have dump fees and gas.
But do realize that I do not have $20,000 or $30,000 in the bank every month. Okay, every month. There's also you have personal expenses. So out of those, let's just hypothetically say there's $10,000 that I make a month in profit. 5,000 of that is going to go to my monthly expenses, and the other 5,000 are going to go into the bank. There you go. I'm also paying for a property in Azle. I'm paying, for my property that I'm at. That's not cheap either. So the thing is, have I ever got audited by the IRS? I have not. And another thing about that question is that's a question that should never be answered on something like this. 98. Well, that's a question that you should call about.
This is actually a very interesting question. And if you guys, I'm more than happy to talk about taxes. If any of you guys want to see this video, put a thumbs up or say, yes, Andrew. Yes, Andrew. I was under criminal investigation back in 2012. Sure. And I got past criminal investigation. It was the scariest moment of my life. It was just like you saw in the movies. I have the papers. I have all the criminal investigation from the IRS. If you guys want to hear that story and how I avoided it and how I went through it, I was dealing with a lot of cash back in 2012. I went through criminal investigation. Very, very crazy. If that's a story that you guys would want to hear me go through and talk about, I've been through a lot of shit with taxes. I made millions of dollars when I was younger, blew it all, made it again, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, yes, I have been audited in the worst kind of way.
Are we over 100?
Dude, we're at 99.
Come on, get us over 100 so I can get off this thing.
Prayer in Motion asks, what are the top 3 marketing methods to begin with the $5,000 marketing budget? So I'll answer this because I'm the ad spend guy. Then you can answer yours. With a $5,000 marketing budget, yard signs, just yard signs, and stack up cash. Use yard signs and door hangers. I don't want you to touch Google Ads until you have 10, 15 grand in the bank. Wayne asked which voice over IP, that's a phone service, is best for small business. I use Ring Central, but Wayne, you do not need to worry about that until you are running a call center like Junk Doctors or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. I use Metro PCS.
Don't even worry about that, Wayne. I don't know how far you along in your business, but just do the Ricardo way. Use your phone. Because you do not want to waste your money on Open Phone or Nextiva. You don't need that stuff unless you're having a call center. Let's see. Is there any other questions? Because I know you got
Earl Baker. I just read his. Earl Baker, what I would do on that, I would work hard on some websites. I would work a lot harder on optimizing your Google My Business, and you'll eventually get there. I don't know.
Awesome.
Listen, guys, I want to make something clear. You have to be in this business for a long time for this shit to work. Okay? There.
Yeah,
I'm 6 months in. Austin says, I'm 6 months in trying to get more leads. Where do I start? Craigslist, Facebook, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep. So guys, we're going to do a little cheesy goodbye here in just a minute, because I know Ricardo's got to go. But back to Earl Baker.
Are we over?
Yard signs only, hustle, SEO, social media, Facebook, TikTok, grind. But you got to put yourself out there. And
I also want to say something. I got to interrupt you really fast. So guys, don't forget, in March 2024 in Dallas at my headquarters, you'll be able to see my trucks. You'll be able to see my trailers. You'll be able to see all the people. Come to Dallas, Texas. I know Nick's going to be there. And Dan's a huge fan. Dan, you should come out there because, dude, everybody's going to go to this place in Dallas. It's $150. Listen, this is not going to be anything like JunkCon. This is going to be more personable. You'll be able to walk up and just talk to me. You're going to walk up and talk to the guests that are going to guest speaking there. This is going to be such a cool event. And here's the cool thing about it. Andrew, don't interrupt me, bro. I'm going to chop you in the neck like this. Okay? Listen. There's going to be so many people that you could talk to and communicate and get so many ideas from. Not only from me, because I'll be teaching some of the classes. Andrew's going to be teaching some of the classes. And we have such a different way we do business. You will learn something. You will be able to inherit one of our ideas, take it, and make it a $10,000 a month idea. I did. I took one idea from JunkCon, one idea, and it's worked for me for content. And I know it's made me money long term. I know it has. But I need to tell you this, guys. Go to the summit. It's in Dallas, Texas. It's $150. And at the bottom of my video, And Andrew's going to market it for later on for me.
Yep.
But I'm going to tell you, Andrew's one of the guest speakers. Carson's going to be another guest speaker. We're going to invite somebody else to be out there, and it's going to be a great day. And by the way, at the end of the night, I'm going to take y'all downtown. I'm going to show y'all where John F. Kennedy was assassinated to, just for the hell of it, because it's such a cool story, you know what I mean? And it's part of American history. But there's so many things that you're going to be able to talk to other people and communicate from other junk removal owners and say, hey, this worked for me. This didn't. Don't do this shit. There you go.
So yeah, I just wanted to chime in and say, yeah, guys, I'm going to be there. I'm going to go out to Texas. I'm going to speak. We're all going to hang out. It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be a 2 or 3 day event, March 15th, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And guys, I might as well mention mine. I'm doing a live virtual streaming event, which is basically just an announcement of my software, February 24th. I'm going to post a video on it tonight or tomorrow. And yeah, I'm really excited to share my software, but this is interviewing Ricardo. We're not going to talk about that right now.
No,
but
it's
guys,
great. Listen, here's the cool thing about his software, Dispatch, right? Guys, he's going to give me a sample of Dispatch. I'm going to be able to grab his software, use it on my business, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion. If it sucks, I'm going to come on my video and rag you out, Andrew. And if it's good, I'm probably going to use it for a while. You know what I mean? I'm such a Google Calendar.
That is my one goal is to convert you. You've been using Google Calendar for 16 years.
Yeah.
So if I can convert you, but anyways, guys, I'm really excited. And Dan, let me just answer this question real quick. Dan Voles, 1,000 keywords per campaign. I have 3 campaigns, but I got about 1,000 to 1,500 keywords, negative keywords. Is there any other, I'm tired. What is the software? So Dan Voles, real quick, the software that I'm building is the problem with CRMs in fields in our industry is they're field service management tools for scheduling, invoicing, and all that stuff. But there's no integrated marketing tools. It's very complicated to track actual data from your Google ads and your phone calls coming in and track data. And then it's also hard to remarket to your customers. These FSMs, you have to export all of your contacts to 15 different other platforms to do text message marketing, voicemail. So my software kind of brings it all together and really dumbs it down because all this software is so complicated and so expensive. My shit a toddler can use. And you could run a remarketing campaign. You could track all of your phone calls and your ad spend and see what you're truly spending. And you can also remarket to all your customers with the click of a button. It's going to be amazing, guys. I can't wait to talk more about it, but I don't want to talk too much about it right now. But Ricardo, I do want to say this. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that I hit you up 2 years ago. I'm glad I met you at JunkCon. I'm honestly considering you close, like as a friend now, even though we've only met once, but we talk.
Oh, no, definitely. You know what's cool is that Andrew and us went to eat. Really quick story. This is what I remember of Andrew. We went to eat at this bar at the hotel that night. And when I walk in, it felt like everybody got really quiet because I was walking into the restaurant and stuff. And one of the people that was there was Andrew, and he was the first one to come and give me a hug in front of everybody. He didn't give a fuck who was watching. He didn't care who was there. He just came up and hugged me, and he's like, "What's up, brother?" And he hugged me, and I was like, "Damn, this dude's real, bro. He don't give a fuck what everybody thinks of anything." And everybody got quiet because I was the guest speaker, but then I don't know. Everybody just looked into the Junk Guys way, and we're like, "Dude, that's the Junk Guy." When I came in, everybody was talking to the restaurant. I walk in with my wife, and everybody got really quiet, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I felt really awkward, and out of nowhere, I see this shining light of Andrewness coming and hug me. And he goes, "What's up, brother?" And then he kind of told everybody in the restaurant, "Ricardo's down to fucking earth. He's awesome." And you know, it was so cool for me. So I was like, so I thank you for that. I never told you that story, but it's true.
I appreciate that, man. And yeah, I am super excited to see you again in March. And thank you for coming on because you have a story that nobody else has. And it's crazy that the amount of work you put in, 4,000 videos, 20 websites, 16 years in business, and you're still here teaching. That's that's dedication and consistency and willpower that most people can't even muster up. And you know, that says a lot about
everybody. Andrew, I'm going to be open. I want to show everybody this who comes to the summit and to come to see you, and you can launch your product. And I know you'll be streaming live 24/7. Guys, I cannot wait till I meet everybody on this channel. It's going to be an awesome experience for everybody. Just come out here and say, guys. But I'm going to have to go, Andrew. Thanks for keeping
me here. I leave everybody with this. I leave everybody with one thing. Success is often covered in dirt, but so is gold at one point. Toodles.
Bye bye, guys.
Wait, I got to sign out. How do I
Sign us
stop it?
out.
All right. Peace, everybody.
Bye, guys. Hell, am I still on this thing? Dude, I don't even know how to get off this thing.